G'day everyone, Amelia the Flying Vet. Just thought I'd have a yarn. I've had a few calls over the last few months about rat bait and rat bait toxicity. And I thought it might be a good idea to do a little bit of an informative video on what to do, especially seeing as they're bringing out a double strength rat bait of zinc phosphide. To help battle the mouse plague. Out here in the far west, not quite as bad a plague as what they do around Dubbo and Warren, but we are still seeing quite a lot of mice out there, and a lot of you have been baiting, and at the moment this is the crucial time to really try and get on top of those mouse numbers while the weather does cool off, and we've got Mother Nature helping us out as well to try and combat those mouse numbers. Any product that can kill a mouse can kill any animal that eats that bait. And quite often in a lot of your rodenticides, if a mouse has died that has eaten the bait, whatever animal eats that dead mouse can also become poisoned, especially if it's with an anticoagulant like your brodifalcum, warfarin, those type of, and especially those type of second generation rodenticides. They're really quite dangerous to any animal that eats the mouse that has died because of eating those second generation mouse baits. So if you suspect that your pet, cat, dog, snake, or whatever has eaten rat bait, or a mouse that has eaten the rat bait, the best thing you can do is to try and get your animal to vomit. The safest way to do that with a household product is to make a really, really salty solution. Doesn't matter what type of salt, sodium chloride, your normal kitchen salt, Himalayan pink salt is what I'm using today because I've got a couple of kilos of it. What you do is you just put a couple of tablespoonfuls in a jar, and mix it with some lukewarm water until it no longer dissolves. Make it really nice, and it's really important that it is, well, you don't want it hot and boiling because you're going to make your animal drink this, but you want it to be warm, because if you've ever drunk or had to have a salty gargle and accidentally swallowed it, it will make you vomit. And part of it is being warm and salty will make you feel a little bit average and make you want to vomit. So you just mix it until it's as dissolved as you can and as concentrated as you can, and then you syringe that into your cat or dog that you think's swallowed your rat bait, and that will get them to vomit within about 10 minutes. For a small 5 kilogram dog, you're probably only going to need 20 mils at the most. Yeah, roughly 20 mils of really salty warm water per 10 kilos should do the trick. Yeah, a big dog, I'd probably get them to drink maybe 30 to 50 mils. And if they don't vomit within 5 to 10 minutes, give them another lot. In failing that, next best thing is to ring me, and we can have a chat about what your next step is if you can't get them to vomit at home. Really important to try and minimise your pet's access to rat bait in the first place so that they don't eat it. So try and dispose of any dead mice you see as soon as you see them. Have baiting stations so that your pets can't get in and actually eat the bait. A lot of the bait, they make it so that it's palatable for mice, so it smells nice to mice, and it often smells nice to your dog or cat as well, so they will be tempted to eat it. If you're using zinc phosphide based rat baits, do not use them in a house or in a small shed like your garage, because the gas that gets released, the phosphide gas, is also toxic to people. It's meant to be used in a agricultural setting, so outside in a field, not in your household or in a small enclosed space. It it can, yeah, it can release gas that will make your family quite unwell if you keep it in a small confined area without ventilation. If you suspect your pet has eaten rat bait, they will often become lethargic quite quickly and not themselves. They can have pale gums. So normally their gums are quite pink, just like ours. But if they are losing blood because they've eaten an anticoagulant-based rat bait, they will be nearly white in their gums. They will also have increased respiratory effort because the first place they often bleed is into their lungs, so they will be quite deeply breathing. You may also notice in some instances that they will be bleeding from their nostrils or also their mouth. You don't really see that until it's almost too late to do anything about it. If you catch their signs early enough, there is quite a lot you can do. There are various antidotes that you can pop them on. If it's really severe, sometimes we do need to give them a blood transfusion, but often if you get on top of it quick enough, it can be resolved without too big a vet bill if you get on top of it quickly enough. No worries, hope you found this handy, and I'll post another one soon.